Hello, hello. I'm back again, and I'm here to provide an official apology for something that probably might not matter very much, but I need to go and say it. The current AP stream series of AP Roulette, the most recent game that I've been having going on, is been canceled. Reason being is it's kind of all my part. So, OBS, I clicked the button that says to go live. I did that. YouTube, there's another button saying click this to go live. I pressed one of those buttons, but not the other. So I spent 2 hours making good progress on my AP game, only for it to not matter because I never recorded any of it to begin with. Didn't record it, didn't stream it, no one saw it other than me. That's 2 hours of my life I'm never getting back. But of course, I was still committing to having at least 3 streams this week, so I'm having to make up something now to make up for that. So I've already got music playing from the game that we're playing today, background, just having it on the title screen. But we're gonna try something a little different. Try something I bet probably no one watching this or going to be watching this is gonna have seen before, but we're playing Paper Animal Adventure. So the story about this game is I've seen a YouTuber play it, someone else play it, and it really caught my attention. This is one of many roguelike indie games on Steam right now, and I know that the whole title screen and font and everything screams this is just basically like Paper Mario TTYD. It doesn't really have that much to actually do with Paper Mario, I guess, besides sort of resembling the art style. If anyone's familiar with a Mystery Dungeon, like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, this is basically more accurate to say that this is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon as a roguelike. That's kind of like the best way I can describe this. It's a Mystery Dungeon game as a roguelike. Though I guess also given papercraft aesthetics, though it's less papercraft and more pixel art. You'll see once we come in, but I find this game pretty chill. It's got some nice music. Obviously, it looks and is pretty comfy to play, and I haven't played anything else like it since I haven't really properly delved into Mystery Dungeon myself. Yeah, let's I guess not delay any further and just take a look what this game actually is. Thank you for playing Paper Animal Adventure. Please keep in mind that this is an early access version, so it doesn't yet contain all the content of the finished game. If you're unlucky, you might also encounter some bugs along the way. Hope you have fun anyway. Heart smile emoji. Yeah. Very wholesome developers too. Yeah, so main menu here, just play, how to play. I mean, I'll try my best to explain everything as we play, so you shouldn't need to go through this. Got records here for just game stats, collectible cards that just do anything, it just collectibles, and then your settings, your credits, and then like I said, have a nice day. let's just dive right in and start playing the game now. Got some I haven't seen this yet. Play with a global seed and that's a new option. Oh, yeah. So this game has been updated since the last time I played it, like the Camps and Challenges update. So I'm gonna encounter some new stuff I've never seen before. That's gonna be funny. So let's just get into arcade mode, the standard way to play the game. Let's start a new run. Alright, so difficulty select screen. So there's already a whole lot to take in, but on the right we have a whole bunch of different stats that get affected by difficulty. We have player starting HP. Player starting HP, that's the amount of health I'll begin the game with. If any amount, the higher that percentage, the more enemies on average will be spawned in these randomized rooms. Enemy stats, higher or lower it is, stronger enemies are. Enemy speed, could be self-explanatory. Resources. Resources is all the items, like the amount of items I'll be encountering in each of the floors. With the resources are always at 100%, but on the hardest it's up to extra 50%. Traps. So there's trap tiles throughout each of the floors, and the trap stat and tracks how many traps there are. You know, everything on 100%, it's like traps are not super common, but it can max out at 300% on Nightmare difficulty. And then game speed. Game speed goes up slightly as you change up difficulties, so you have to play sharper as you do. You have to play sharp. You have to be, your awareness needs to be sharper on harder difficulties, along with everything else. It's been a minute since I last done this, so I think I'll just stick with a normal run to begin with. And now the next step before we finally start is to pick our character. So all of these are characters that we can choose to start with, and they're also characters that will come across as partners in the floors. So this won't be our only time to get to see all these people. They'll come up eventually, maybe. Oh, fish. I didn't have them unlocked before. I have a variety of faces here. I'll try to go over all the ones I have unlocked one by one. So, of all the characters I have listed here, the first three are the only ones you start out with, starting with Peep. Peep is a brawler class, which is described here. So there's three different roles, three different roles in the game, and as a brawler, Peep gets an increased power for every adjacent enemy that's next to him. Yeah, this general stats thing is just mostly just just filler, nothing too important in general. So each character starts with a skill, like an attack skill. Peep starts with a brawler skill called Aerial Impulse, which does damage to surrounding him. Was that? Combos well with the roll passive since he gets stronger when there's enemies directly next to him. And every character has a unique passive, unique only to them. Peep's passive says, power and evasion chance gets doubled when having 30% or less health points. So likes to go all out and take some chances, which is a bit risky in a roguelike, where in this game, if your character 0 HP, they're gone and you'll never find them again for the run. Could be very bad. It is very bad. And this is all of Peep's stats right here. So going from top to bottom, we have health points, power, that's strength of our base attack. We have critical hit chance, critical hit damage, which is just a multiplier critical hits will deal. For it currently, crits are 150% damage of our regular power, so I think that'd be like 10. Would 100% be plus 100% or like times 100%? Don't know. Defense is just simply it's -1 attack received per each defense point we have, and Peep starts with no defense, so he'll take the raw damage from every attack, which could be bad since 11 health is not. Is 11 health a lot or not that much in this game? I can't remember. That's just something to be aware about. Evasion chance 25%. Vigilance affects status duration. So the higher that Vigilance stats, the longer positive status effects remain, and the shorter negative status effects remain on. So 50% is not super high, I don't think. Gear generation, hype generation. Well, I'll get into more what that means once we get into the game. Yes, yeah. Gear generation. Yeah, I'm trying to explain here. Gear generation is the. And never mind. What am I saying? Movement speed. Movement speed, self-explanatory, and there's stomach size, which is the amount of food items that can eat during a camp floor. I'll explain that once we get to a camp. And this level thing at the bottom, like every character has like a level up system where as you play with them, they'll get more, they'll level up and get some extra stats to begin each one with. Of course, that much doesn't matter since I already have maxed out level. You can kind of get a better idea of what the character is like suited for if you take a look at the level up bonuses stats, I think. So that's Peep. Then next is Shelp. Yeah, Shelp is a utility character, which has the special passive of inflicting debuffs with the default tackle attack. 30% chance to inflict a debuff. She begins with a utility skill that summons a spear that regenerates user's health points by 1. It could be you can either use it on yourself or you can swap with a partner and heal them instead. And if I press C here, I can change I can look at the attributes for the skill. With the details say that on top of healing, the person that picks up the spear will also gain courage and protect for 6 seconds each, which I do believe that just simply is just back up at the fence up. If I remember correctly. Okay, Shelp's passive is Hex Shield, so at the start of every floor she begins with a shield that prevents the first instance of damage. It could be 1 damage, 10 damage, 100 damage even. The shield does not take damage. Best to try to keep that until you absolutely need it. Okay, stats, as you can see here, she has less power than Peep, but she has a less power, less health. I guess maybe 11 is better health, but yeah. Her critical hit damage is higher, but hitting those crits are lower. But to make up for all that, she has 4 defense, so she's taking a lot less attack damage than. A lot less direct attack damage that way, but make up for that, he also has very bad evasion chance. Same vigilance stats. Here in height generation seems the same. Yeah, that's Shelp. Then for the third and last starting character we have Quack. Their special skill, their special passive. Is that they get a free growth upgrade per camp floor. More about that when we get to a camp. And as a caster, they have increased critical hit damage the further away their attacks hit the target. Yeah, so casters rely more on like range skills instead of like their melee attacks, such as Bubble Gun. Summon a swarm of bubbles that will continually shoot smaller bubbles. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but with the roll passive, this would be very effective. And check stats. Yeah, higher crit chance and very high crit hit damage. So, Quack's all about getting as many critical hits as he can. Although they're not very good defensively, they have the same health as Shelp, but they have no defense, no evasion chance, and vigilance is lower than normal. Very badly affected by bad stats effects, and not getting as much benefit from good stats effects. Also, their hype generation, I just noticed, is also a bit lower than Shelp's. Yeah, let me check here. Yeah, he has 40, Quack has 30, so that would mean using those skills is a bit harder since you need to generate more resources to use it. More about that once we get in games. Some of this stuff is pretty hard to explain. I guess I already have been sitting on this title screen for a little while, so I'll just pick someone and start off. Let's start with Quack. Give the Frog a chance to go. I accidentally hit the back button. There we go. In selection here, it can be blue or it can be green. I like blue. And then I also get a supply set, so this allows me to start with some extra items. A through B unlocked. I don't have C. What do I have here? I have a defuel skill. Academy. I start with a sticker, and then I start with a cook pot. First supplies at B, where I get worm bait, hydro claw, and buns. I'll do supplies at A. All right, so I'm gonna have a field day trying to explain everything, but right now we're gonna have a little cutscene, and I'll just let that play out.
Once upon a time, there was a small village which was inhabited by many animals of all colors and sizes. This village was ruled by a kind king who reigned with grace and maintained the order between the animals. One day, the king suddenly disappeared. A few days later, the village fell into despair, and the once so cheerful days seemed gone forever. In the midst of chaos, a group of brave adventurers emerged, determined to find the whereabouts of the king.
Now here's the map screen. It's again a lot of information to take in, but we'll be able to decide where we go next as we progress. Right now, everyone begins here in the center, at the flat plains. All right, so this is the map select screen. So here we can observe the layout of our adventure. So most of our tiles here are just going to be standard dungeon floors, where we're going to be taking on enemies, exploring, opening up chests, and coming across events that'll buff us up and get us ready for tougher fights later on. Every floor has a weather condition that modifies some aspects of the floor. Sometimes it's like how the room is generated. Other times it buffs enemies, makes enemies weaker. It's something to look out for since it impacts things quite a lot. We have room size. It's going to be a huge room. There's not going to be many enemies. There's a normal amount of chests. There'll be a lot of special tiles, but also a lot of traps. But that's what this information says. And back out again. We can also see what else to look forward to. So we have a camp up ahead in the center here. This will allow us to use some of the items that we're getting and make our teammates stronger. We don't go to a camp floor, we don't get the benefits of it, so it's generally a good idea to make many stops to it. I wouldn't say it's a good idea to ignore it entirely. This layout, it looks like we're forced to take it anyway, no matter what. Then up here you see the other environments that we could go to on the top and bottom. If we go up to the rooms where this line connects to, there's a possible shortcut we can take to get to one of these environments earlier than intended. Normally, you get to pick the next place to go after defeating the boss of the floor, but if you're doing like a speed run or something, or just want to challenge yourself, you can instead take these shortcuts. But this one, I'll be playing out all the floors in full. So let's get inside the floor and see what we have looking forward to. Taking a bit to load. There we go. Right, so on to new adventures. I have set arrow keys to move back and forth, pull up tab to pull up the map, and I have 5 enemies on here, as said on the screen. So, the goal of every floor is to look for a key and bring it to a set of stairs to progress to the next floor. But on the way, there's going to be a lot of treasures and enemies to beat, and lots of XP and items to gain. So, I'm going to take my time through these floors to get all these items so I can have the easiest time possible once we get to the boss. Start with this gift right here. Side. Part of the Veloberry. Grant haste for 1 floor to move faster. Not bad. Random dialogue. There's an enemy right here. So, see those like two bars, 2 meters at the top. Those are gears. Those are what allow us to attack. So the left one allows us to use the tackle, while the right one is the hype gauge. The hype only builds up once I start dealing damage and other actions, so I won't be able to use it until I use tackle a few times. Those enemies, those were pretty weak, so no problem, but future combats I might have to use skills like this. That's what the bubble gun looks like. And that enemy summons a bit of a homing bomb that's just gonna keep following me. This one sets up spikes. Generally not concerned about the fights in the first floor since they're all pretty weak. We are just starting off after all. And this is a shield tile, so this gives me some extra defense. Might not be used if I just don't get hit, which I won't because all the enemies are already defeated. Nice. And all that's left is to really just look around the floor and try to locate the exit. Got some items like this fern. Our fern look different. I guess it's not a fern. I don't know what a fern looks like. There's a joke in there that I'm missing. It is a healthy to consume plant, right? Not a fern though. What is it? Any chests here? Oh, there's one. Nether berry. So all the items I'm getting, I can't just use right away. I need to get to the camp before I can use any of them. I think I've already done everything on the floor, so let's just go on to the next one. Okay, so now we get to pick from 2 floors this time. Top one right here has a heat wave, which, if I remember off the top of my head, a heat wave makes the floor like more open-ended and also lets you earn more experience, so good to take these heat wave floors early on. Plus, there's also a recruitable partner here, so I get to find another character to bring with me. Pretty inviting to take this floor. Plus, there's a high likelihood for chests, so I'd be silly not to take it. But what's on the bottom floor? The bottom floor has an elder tree event, and it has an enemy camp. Enemy camps has a chance to have a cook pot in them, which lets you earn the ability to cook items. But this run, because the supply set, we start with a cook pot already, so we have no need to really visit an enemy camp. Plus there'll be not as many chests here. The floor is smaller. So let's just keep up and just try to find this partner. Fire is stronger, map is more spacious, and so details here. Chance that the enemy grants double experience points and double buttons, currency. The map is more spacious, and if we have anything of a fire element, it'll be stronger too. But our bubbles aren't on fire, so that's not gonna help. Out of the way. Bubble gun again. Got much crits yet. This lever is connected to a cage in which the partner's trapped in. Now we just have to find where the partner is. Big chest. Get to pick here. Revisor seed. Oh, right. So this would be an item that revives me if I were to die, but there's just a chance that it generates just a fake version of this item that does nothing, so no point making that. So I guess I'll get this Chamapple. Regenerate 2 health points. Sure thing. The mushroom. Distance. I'd like to leave spores behind that are deadly to walk into. Okay. Once again. Oh, okay, I walked into spores. I didn't take damage, but I did get an attack down, it seems like. Nice. Okay, this guy has the key. Now I have it. Oh, there's our partner. Looks like we're bringing Peep after all. Peep joined the party. Let's save Veritin now. Yeah, so now at any time I can press spacebar and swap to Peep. Ooh, I'll probably just be using for quite a bit of this since he's got the better attack power. And let's see, that's an explosion skill. So, yeah, I think people will be the better one for the time being. There's the entrance to the cave if I really want to shortcut now, but like I said, I'm just gonna play through these floors out. Here's a bomb. That didn't work. It just walked out of the way. Okay, this is crit chance up. A good technique with partners is that when you have a partner, you can just swap out and keep the duration of statuses going for them. So, yeah, so I have a crit chance up with Peep. I swap to Crap. Croak. Swap to Croak. That is Croak, right? I can't remember their name. Don't say their name, they just say Frog. They also sell red capes, yeah. You just be known as Frog. Be known as Frog. So, yeah, so while I'm swapped as Frog, the duration of Peep's status does not go down. So I can save it for a fight if I come across one. Alright, and that should be it here. Let's move on. Next floor, which is a guaranteed camp. So at a camp floor, this is a chance to use some of the items again and equip some stickers that we may have come across. And also sometimes there's a vendor here, like here, the Raboon roll. It allows me to reroll some attributes of our skills. And I can customize my camp, so my camp is a little uninviting. Just a little bit, but it's fine. So speak to the raccoon over here to adjust some skills, but first let me get familiar with the skills I actually have are. Okay, so buttons. Okay, 10% chance to reflect restraining. I think that just affects like how much they attack, but I'm not sure if that really that much. Pretty weak skill overall, so I probably would be opposed to swapping with Z Fuel. Throws a can of ZZZ fuel in the air that explodes into a sleep-inducing smoke. That just causes enemies to fall asleep. It does no damage. But it's a utility skill, not a caster skill, so I can't actually use this yet. But I would be able to use it as soon as I find a utility partner. And you see, Peep has actually a different skill. Instead of having, it has an explosion. He has an explosion instead of like the aerial impulse. I'm gonna pyro ball that creates an explosion when it hits the ground. It also could hit you, so just be careful of that. So big damage, but it has no chance to crit. That's what this critical hit chance is determined by this kind of like half forget circle thing. Kind of is a bit of a confusing icon. It might also be an accuracy. Skill has a 40% increased critical hit chance. Oh, I guess it does have a crit chance. I think. Next, we can check out stickers. So only within a camp I can equip any stickers I find, and the supply set I picked starts me with everyone is shelf, which basically means everyone has the one-hit shield passive. But only the first character that starts on the dungeon floor has it. So the other partner won't get it. Fair enough. And then here we can eat some of the food we've been getting to give ourselves buffs. But we can only use it as many times as the character has hunger. If the hunger meter is at 0, then the character cannot use any more items. This is where this cookpot comes in handy, because now I can cook things. So just add one item and add another item to get something. What do we have here? 2 Vela berries makes a jam. health. Use it with a burn to make a salad. 3 health and grants courage, which is up. Or combine it with a Tamapple to restore even more health, but grants a debuff on yourself. So, probably not very necessary to debuff myself so soon. Okay, Tomapple makes debuff juice either way, so probably not that. I'll make 1 salad then 1 jam. And the Rabin roll lets me re-roll the attributes and skills, so I'm not too happy with what this bubblegum skills is capable of, so I'm gonna take this chance to try something else and place a restraining one. And hey, that looks quite a lot better. Now the attributes on it say chance to inflict deprotect, 10% chance to inflict decourage, and 10% to inflict slow. So more vulnerable to damage, deal less damage, and also slow them down at the same time. So that's a lot of benefit. Thank you, Raboon. Okay. And next we have growth. So we can use the experience points we've been getting to level up our characters and make them more stronger. And as I said before, Quack has a special passive that lets them get a free level up every single camp. So this first one is on the house. Want more power? Do I want more crit chance? Quack's all about them crits, so I'll get the crit chance to start. Then I can increase crit chance again. You get crit chance twice, and then increase crit damage. Keep, can't afford power up. I guess I can double my diligence to let stats effects be a little bit more useful. And then I think the last thing we can do before we sit out from the camp is the mailbox. So every time we visit the camp, we'll get a new letter that comes in that gives us a side objective to do to get some extra money. So what is this one? I really like simple things. Please do 1 dungeon floor without using a skill. Just 1 dungeon floor. Well, that should be pretty easy for being just first world. Okay, so that has better to do, so let's just move on. Next floor, I just have to not use skills. Clover weather on top. I know Family. Oh, that's a fun one. Likely for chests. So. Fun one. Mystery house, but like everything else is not favorable, so I'll just up. Okay, so this floor is just tackles only. Like there'll be Peeps time to shine. Base power, Clover. So Clover event. This floor, if I stand on the Clover and attack, I do double damage. Pretty simple, but pretty effective. What's this? Store items for future runs or retrieve them from previous runs. Oh, I thought I would be able to use it now, but okay. Guess I'll just use that when I get to the next camp. Okay. There's the lost dino. Frog will find pirates, no worries. I don't... I'm trying to do like a Kermit voice, but I gotta practice that off stream. Get some experience points, nice. And this angry bee has it. This is the first time I saw a bee have the key. Bee key. Lol. Need be annihilated, and now I can take their honey. Grants focus for a floor for a higher crit chance. Excellent. Okay, give Keep some power. Just back. Oh yeah, I can also just hold C to fast forward while I'm not in combat. Okay, what do I get this? Take the onion to grant the very special ability to fart. It's not that great. Or I can grant rush to charge gear units faster. Hard decision. I'll take the potion. Zoom up here. Take on the bush. And rename the Dino family. In which they will give me an egg. Something will hatch? Maybe. That's another thing that's gonna have to do. Among Us? Another thing I'll have to do at the camp. You can either go to... I can buy stickers here. At best, I just go to the camp again. And then letter's been updated now. Request simple delivery. Thanks. Okay, now I got my rewards. So I got a new thing. From last time I played this game, there was not that many requests from this mailbox. So this is another new one. Henlo. The typing on this is terrible. Please do not step on special tile until next camp. Think. Alright. Really have the special way of talking. Buy some stickers. So these are equips I can put on just to help myself even more. Okay, these are pretty good ones. Everyone is Axel. Your unit generation gets heavily increased when standing next to enemies. People would love that for sure. I can afford all of these. They're pretty cheap. Chance to regenerate health points when you defeat an enemy. However, keep in mind that there is a C. Do you see the C that's on the sticker? That indicates that this is a cursed sticker. Once I put the sticker on, it'll stay on for the rest of the run. I cannot take it back off. So if I don't really want lifesteal, then I really shouldn't take it here. And perhaps they'll just not take the lifesteal and see if it comes up later. I don't know how that works. I'll just buy it anyway because the cap on how many stickers you can equip depends on how many stickers you own. So I think with 4 stickers, they'll be able to equip all the other stickers? No, I can only equip 2. Okay. So I guess I'll get everyone Shelp and everyone as Axel on. Should be pretty good. Okay. Honey with... Try honey with golden potion before. So, the results of these that I can see from here... So, it's telling me what I'll recruit from this because I've done this combination before. But I haven't tried honey and golden potion, so I don't know what that does. Could be nothing, but it might be something. It might literally be something. So, if it's not a valid item combination, then it just turns into a terrible item that just heals 1, and you just get rid of it. But I guess you never know until you don't try, so let me try. I shouldn't have tried. You cooked, but what? What? Why should I be allowed to cook? So I guess I'll just feed something to the egg. And it's an apple, sure. So I just gotta... to get this egg to hatch, I just have to feed it. I just have to give it food until it just does its thing. So, although I think it does give better results if I give it better food items, so I'll keep it around. Check this stuff right. Growth, whack, crit hit chance again. Oh, this is already starting to get a little disgusting. Yeah, sure. Probably a good time to get some health. Don't want anything bad to happen. Evasion chance. Punch something in the future. Want more health. More hype. Okay. Oh yeah, I have the memory chest, so I can use it. 4 items from inventory to get into Go to run. I guess the test. I don't really have anything I want to get up though, so let's test it out later. White, boss time. So, bosses are, as you probably would predict, be like the toughest enemy in every world. But of course, you know, being World 1, this boss shouldn't be too bad. It's a big plant. Yep, so just all I have. Yep. Just... Oh, there we go. Shield. Stat downs are really helping. What? Chunky Plant wants to join your team. Do you want to venture with Chunky? This has never happened before. What the heck? Yeah. Sure. Didn't... Yeah, it was definitely the best idea to just not test out the update before going into this, because that it just completely threw me off. Alright, so after clearing that boss, I get the choice of choosing where I want to go next. So choosing caves or dunes puts me on a path, on a specific path that I have to like go through for the rest of the journey. And I'll always have the option at the end to go to the gear shrine where I can go to end my run or do some other stuff. But I think we'll keep it simple today and just explore the two paths. I'll let you, and I can let you figure out what else the gear shrine has an offer once you get the game yourself. Go to the caves. Yes, I just have the boss as my ally now. What? This was new to me. Okay. Tiny caves. Nothing special on this floor. Like 2 team members for this floor. 50 health points. Just come with me. I need to know how this works. Just new environment, new stuff that can happen. I have a thing I summon. It just happens automatically. Get a cherry that gives me protect. Any enemies? Okay. Hey, attack's not as strong as I hoped. This is not gonna be one of those things where it's just like you get to play as the boss, but the boss is nowhere near as good as, you know, when you were just fighting against them. But or not. I guess it can't be that bad if it's the boss, but yeah. Oh yeah, we're in a cave, so it's just gonna occasionally just cause a rumble and cause stuff to fall. This thing. There's a ghost. Old minion. Attack for me. Attack better. This is... Here we got currency. Got a minecart up here, so this minecart separates a different half of the floor to take. Yeah, so a Chunky Plant has vines as the special skill. Which has some piercing capability if I hit multiple enemies in a row. Can be very powerful. Okay, try not stepping on those. Have I stepped on that thing already this floor? I hope not. Try to keep this quest as short as possible. I also want to be on the lookout because some trap tiles are hidden in the floor and aren't visible right away, so I just need to be careful not to step on those. Another earthquake. purpose in here. This thing moves very fast. Got it. Needed. Only 2 enemies left. Probably just down here. Another thing. Protein powder. Increases damage. Very good. I mean, we all know protein's good for you. That's why they put it on everything. Can't take that. I have to pass up the experience boost. That's just horrible. That's vile. Why must you make me do that? This thing looks so funny in the minecart. I'll just bring Peep out. Why not? Let the chick stretch the legs a little. And the companion's still out here with me. Whoa! There's one of the enemies I missed. Enemies. Floor 2, yep. Alright, next floor. Another forced camp floor. No camp until like next to the boss, but I'm not sure we're gonna need one. Inside the camp. Okay, did I fulfill that request? Oh, yep. Thank for not stepping on special tile. Oh, I got experience points for that. I like Chunky Plant. That's not a weird thing. Sorry if I'm bothering, but I'm a big fan of Chunky Plant. Please see them primarily on the screen for the next few floors. Thanks. Well, I mean, I was just gonna be probably doing that anyway, but for that. Heal stickers. Cursed evasion boost for 30. That seems like a terrible deal. Since I got all these other stuff, like a Keyblade, Cursed Keyblade. In Arts reference. Gain increased power when you collect the key bubble. More adjacent tiles are inaccessible, the more your gear unit generation will increase. About that. Or everyone is Nana. Tackle charging time is half. That just seems like the easy one. Is that enough to... Now I can equip that. This is like the most I've gotten all these everyone is X stickers, so I have one-time block, increased generation when standing next to someone, and tackle is half. This is looking to be a very broken run. Okay, level up clock again. About time we start increasing the damage of crits instead of just buffing up the chance for it. Up generation, more of that. Allows me to use skills more. Help for Peep. Chunky Plant. Bowl. Nah. Let's save it. Cover items. I can make a cake. Give the egg a cake. That seems a great idea. I'll just, feed it, and then feed it a nice salad. Keep it healthy. And this should hatch the egg. Got a baby dino to help me. Dino was born. Quack decided to name the dino Herbert. So I get another ally. Another mouth to feed. Okay, I can come down from here. So the dino... So the dino can hatch into many different forms with different things. With a different skill for different random role passives. So it can have a dino that's either utility, a brawler, or a caster. This one happened to be utility, which is the one thing I don't have yet on the team. Yeah, Chunky's just another brawler. That just looks like it's just using the same sprite like 3 times. This one, bag attack. Skill gets randomly picked. Skill gets rerolled after every 3rd use. Skill is that is increased critical hit chance, but generates more hype. That, I don't know. What are the stats? Very low crit chance to start. Tons of health though. 22 health points. Can't argue with that. I don't like the skill. Thankfully, I can change up the skill. The Z fuel. I level them up, right? No, I have no experience. They were just born. Why would they have experience? Advance. We got a very diverse team of frog, chicken, dinosaur, and plant. Alright. Hey, we got a choice to make. Go up this huge floor of tons of enemies and almost no chests, so that just sounds awful. Very awful. We can have... And then it looks like we're going down. I'm gonna have to start using the speed up a little bit more often. A little bit faster. Can't use speed up when I'm in battle though. Probably for a good reason. Cool tackle. Tackle generates more hyping. Okay, looks like this is gonna be a run that just really wants to use tackle a lot. Hyper buffed. Fake reviver seed. Look how fast that recharges. Oof. Big hit there. I mean, I have 50 health, so it's like, I don't think that's gonna hurt very much. Okay. Large house. Oh, hey, I didn't expect a former customer to suddenly appear in my house. You know this guy? Since you're already here, me and a few colleagues here at the VIP program, regular customers. Would you like to buy a VIP card for 10 buttons? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so VIP card. Traders are now guaranteed to appear on every camp floor. Yeah, there's a chance they might not appear. And the offers they'll make will be better, so. All around. Yeah, my colleagues are looking forward to trading with you. Heart-shaped bed. Rent or something. Okay. Got the minecart now. Ah, ran over a caterpillar with the key. So cruel. Goes here. I tried healing him, but I just took the heal from him. There's the exit, but there's the floor. I'll let the dinosaur get this discovery. Rock. Oh, I walked into that. And it's gone. Want. Oh, it's not out of heal. I feel less hungry. I keep pressing the tackle button thinking it's like confirm. Not the confirm button. Okay, foggy weather floor, so I do not know exactly the details of this place. Although I do see that it has one of those bonus boxes. See that. Otherwise I don't really know that much. Slight fog of war is stronger. Floor properties are hidden. Only silhouettes are visible, so I can't see the enemies clearly. Plant element is stronger. Well, perfect for chunky plant, I guess. Experience for free. And another fake reviver seed. A confusion trap, I think. Card very far off. This looks to be a very compact field. chunky tackle. Oh, the dinosaur is here. Well, I don't see any enemies to go around, so I don't see it riding it. I can't view the map because there's no map to see. There's more down here. A bit more down here. Not much though. Another Z fuel, but it's expensive. Costs more to use. Eh. Plant things. Right. I'm seeing the key, so it has to be over here. And this game would probably be a very fun one to do like a speedrun for, but I gotta like really practice though. Okay, this is just a time challenge. Get to the end. Go this way, no, that way. And not a very hard maze. It's usually recognize it basically. Okay, quick look. I get all the rewards. I get experience points, fish bones. it's just something. It's just a something item, just different. And I get ruin. Less damage from neutral attacks, but more damage from elemental attacks. Not really a big fan of that one. I haven't really figured out how to make it. I'm surrounded. Okay, this thing is here. Crystal Forge allows you to modify skills and their attribute. So, unlike Raboon, this one is like more controlled. I just don't know how to make use of it though. It's a little complicated. Put another chest up here? No. Goes up. Big hit. Chunky hoops. My name is Chunky. Alright, I gotta pick again. Buy skills from down here, or I can just... I don't need to go see another campsite. Let's head to another... I want to break through this one. Not be able to dodge all attacks, but better invest in some defensive options too. Ice. Okay. This place has got a black chest, and well, there's the chest right there. So pretty much what this does is like, so this black chest has something really good. Very strong Thunderbolt with max sharp, effective, and soporific. Soporific. But now I need to fight for my life to keep it. And thankfully these enemies aren't too bad. Honestly, they probably could be a little bit stronger, but I mean, maybe it's better on higher difficulties. Just like that, I got out alive. And I got experience. Very worth. Oops. Occasion someone's playing Marvel Rivals. How dare you play the trending game when here I'm playing by obscure indie gems. A sticker, and you stay stunned for longer. I don't think I have a way of stunning anyone to begin with. Or gambling. Crit chance and evasion chance are locked to 30. But that kind of just kills Croak though. 30 evasion on everyone. I'll take gambling. I will take gambling, yes. I just don't have to equip it if I don't want to. It's not cursed gambling, it's just regular gambling. Which is also pretty cursed in its own right. But, oh, green chest, I missed it. Ghost. And a present. I got an energy drink. Cool. Sure of it. Now there. Oh, that was bad. Look out of my way. The bone got in my way. Okay, now I gotta look out for places to heal. He's hurt. He was in an explosion. Hurts all over. Yeah, fully explored already. I want to go back and see what that green chest is, so give me a sec. Hey, what are the goods? Buttons. More money, yay. Get some healing. Ultra speed. And let's get out of here. Beans. We haven't found a single bean yet. Ugh. How could this be? How could this bean? Each members. Again. Alright, so this boss works a little bit different. So the actual boss is in the center, but we have to attack this little part right here to deal damage. If we don't have a range attack, that is. Oh, and it's doing a sweep. Run! Oh my god, my helper's punching out. Blow it up. And it's over already. Getting strong pretty quick here. Okay. Thunder Peaks next. Thunder! 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 Let's be. Okay. Lots of traps and special tiles, oh boy. Watch my step here. So, Thunder Peaks has a lot of thunder-based stuff. I mean, Walking Battery over here. The main obstacle is that a lot of these attacks up here has AoE, those spikes pull up and then explode. Could give it an electrical shock. So, the ranged attacks are very much preferred here, and two of my characters are brawlers, and I don't have Quack with me right here. Oh. Yep, I mean. Oh, not again. Play it safe. I'll speedrun. Out of here. Thundercloud. That's gone. Give Dino a shield too. Wish they have food here. Food. I gave you a cake before you were even born. How can you possibly complain? Oh, look, a tiny island. Oh, look, the middle of nowhere. Love me some teleporters, especially the random kind. This brings me to the locked up area with nothing. Oh, and here's the exit. Okay, this golem is putting up walls. He's got some defense too. And off he goes. Still more here. This floor ended up being pretty big. Oh, those guys heal from getting shocked. Ugh. That's a new detail. Yeah, this is the part where you can really easily start getting damaged now. And looks like we're back here. Okay. Buy stickers from limited supply. Again. Oh, we got some buttons now, so be able to get some good stuff here. Okay, so what need to keep Chunky Plant. Manfred, and a big fan of your adventure so far. Love the landscape. Can you explore 3 dungeon floors fully? Oh, that should be a simple one. I do that lots anyway. Oh, what? I never checked if the Chunky Plant's passages. Oh, it's probably just the oh yeah, it's just that companion that's sticking around. That's loss of health, low crit chance. Vigilance is poor. There's just basically just lots of HP and pretty much nothing else. Oops. Nice lava bath. Seal stickers. Everyone is cookie. Become invincible when using tackle. Oh my god. Increase movement speed out of battle. It's a cursed sticker, but I don't imagine taking it off. Skiller sticker chest will spawn instead of item chests. More stickers, why not? Safe mode. Enemies cannot land crits anymore. I'll buy everything you're saying. Why the heck not? Any, I got Thunderbolts. After skill. Yeah, this is like really, really good. Increase crit chance. Generate faster. Cast sleeping. Yeah, frog. Take that right away. I can equip 3 more stickers. Increase movement speed in and out of battle. Yep, I'll be able to keep that equipped for the rest of my life. Tackles. This is really just a tackle run at this point. And then, full tackle. Yep. This run's just evolving to tackle spam. Let me just get rid of my Reviver Siege since we're doing it. Okay. Ryle Stew. Become poisoned and receive various positive effects for 1 floor. That just sounds great. Maybe I should start using some items. Garnering. Honestly, in this difficulty, there's not really much point using items until, like, much later. We get some levels in, though. Max power. About time. Even more crit chance. Vigilance. Regen. Evasion. Put damage up. Power up. Chance up. And everything. Vigilance. Roll that. More power, there we go. Gen. Don't need the health points. Hype gen. For chance. Okay. More or less everything. Oh yeah, Forge. So this allows me to take a skill and modify. Maybe I'll try it on Back Attack. Costs a bit to do. Enhances attributes, weakens other tools, change skill. Change the skill. Second tackle. Second tackle that's almost identical to your default. And then what else? Like add another attribute to it? I don't know why the positioning matters. I guess it's on the bottom slot, so it's on the bottom? Fiery. What does fire do? Becomes fire-based. Ah. So, second tackle. Oh, is it just utility skill? Herper can use it. What does Herper have? Z fuel. I guess I can test it out, but I'll probably just swap it back if it crit chance down just sounds abysmal. Not that Herbert can do a lot of crits anyway. Advance. Build the cookpot, but we already have one. Use 2 cookpots, obviously. Okay. I don't really have a pattern with like how I use teammates, but I just like to not really bring Quack. I think Quack is kind of the one right now. I am very speedy, yeah. Ooh, very thin Horus here. Herbert's not very strong. Beep. Boop. The buzz is required. Boop. I think he just wants to be zapped? Get zapped by something? Yeah, like right here. Electricity. Buzz activated. Bean. That allows me to get some stats. Tournament stats. Great. I believe this is like we're at the edge of the board. This looks like we're on like a metal table. I think. Looks like this dungeon layout is just. But sometimes you get like a dungeon layout that's like kind of more like the mystery dungeons from Pokemon I was talking about before. This is like probably more like the room layouts they're used to. That game. Wow. Golden potion or golden potion? I'll take the golden potion. What a great choice. Such variety. I just walked right into a spike for no reason. Tackle deals more damage. Why not? God. Herbert might not be able to hit very hard, but he doesn't let up. Variance points. Bell over there. I got corn. Yes. I don't remember if corn's very good though. maybe if I cook it to like corn cob or no, not pop though. What's the pop? Yeah, bag attack. Really care about bag attack. I don't. How many enemies around here? I hadn't even found the key yet. And this way, maybe the key here? I don't see the key anywhere. Where'd that key at? Oh, I can't approach him. Okay, I can. Take this golem. Bombs. No key? I'm serious. Is it up here? Yep, it's up here. Let's have it. Oh god, that was a lot of danger. get close to him. He's electrocuted, but attack safe. The tackles are pretty chunky in this guy. And exit's right here. Jeez, it's taking longer than I thought. Maybe I not have enough time to do another. Maybe I'll just do just the one run, or just do another. I don't know. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow to combo with Mario. Yeah, I'm doing yet another Mario Kart stream tomorrow because I cannot get enough of Mario Kart. Okay. Thunderbolt. Use Thunderbolt. Alright, I guess Frog. Just using Frog for stickers. Glitch. Chance that using tackle or skill can use of resources. Everyone is indie. Crit chance for each member in the party. I'm one short. I'm one thing short from getting glitched with everyone is indie. But I think everyone is indie is just and I can equip it. Maybe I'll equip something else. Maybe remove the shell. I get power tackle. I guess power tackle spam is go. Yeah, so Bean increases the plant stat permanently, but I can combine it with another item to guarantee what static. I'm a bit of a player, so I'm gonna just let fate decide what this. Need some systems squad, have this. Hit crit chance increased by 5%. I guess if they need any more crit chance. Oh, this is so ridiculous. Growth. Crit hit chance to get to 85. It's so stupid. I love it though. It's so dumb. Max out crit hit chance, why not? Let's have some fun here. At Gen. Deep. Get a bunch of vigilance, yeah. Power. Good damage. Power 2. Diligence also. Using the skills like I really should. Yeah, I can make popcorn for this. I steal for 2 floors, regenerating 2 HP after defeating enemies. Why? I can just let me check something. Yeah, so I guess the one important thing that's actually important about like the profiles here is that like the favorite food actually does have a special effect. So if I get a tomato and feed it to Junkie Plant, then they'll heal up a little bit more. So like the species names here: Frog, Chick, Big Tomato, and Dino. Yes, Big Tomato. The best teammate I can ever ask for. Alright, so now that I have, like, infinite crit chance, this run is probably already free. And mild weather, big room, lots of chests, like... Switch puzzle. Oh my god! This is like... This is just so free. So stupidly free. Free protein powder. Oh, keep an eye on all the... here's the light switch puzzles, so... Okay, click on a switch to turn on and off adjacent lights. Thunder Strike, probably not going to do very much, I guess. The thunder-based enemy instead, okay. Puzzle solved already. I'm just that smart. And I can get more onions. That will be handy. For Frog. Is it really though? Oh, okay, that does actually impact enemy. There's the toy box shortcut if I really want to take it. But, you know, that's kind of not for me, so I'll just not acknowledge it. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Ow. Broke hurt. Clever. Use Thunderbolt on a... I used Thunder... I got an achievement for that. This game is like a lot of Steam achievements. I have a lot of quote-unquote rare achievements from this game. They're not really rare achievements, they're just only rare by virtue of the fact... They're rare by virtue of the fact that not a lot of people have played this game. That's why it's rare. Step on this to summon enemies. Oh, that's probably not smart. Oh. I got rid of most of them, though. No problem at all. Who falls asleep after getting hit by lightning? Ooh, Vigor. The characters have increased defense. God. That sticker probably won't be very necessary. Since I only have just... I only really have that dinosaur's emotion. Raboon Roll? I don't think Raboon Roll's gonna do that much. Better... Experience and show talent. My name, why are you not using caps in here? Nice typo, Babone. I see you're a character with a lot of talent, but you rely too much on stickers. Hype up your audience and unequip all of them until the next game. How about no? This is not a good time for that. Oh, I guess, Chunky Plant's, Born Tendril ability could use some work, so we'll reroll that one. Effective 5, but let me check what that says. Hyper skill gets generated 50% quicker, skill generates less hype. Okay, that seems like a contradiction. Seems like a very strong contradiction, but sure. Yet another sticker. What do I want now? And get shelter. Pull back on. Gambling. Disable enemy crits. Yeah, turn that off. No. Growth. Dog probably wants more health. Evasion chance. Survivability. More health. Power. Vigilance. Okay. Thunder Peaks boss. This one I use Chunky Land. Chunky and Herbert. I mean, this thing is probably not probably gonna resist lightning, because I mean, take a look at this thing and tell me this thing has lightning weakness. Yeah, does that thing look anywhere weak to lightning? I don't think so. I just walked up to the guy and just throw hands at it until it just died. That's hilarious. I guess as a son to this run's going really well. Kind of a shame I don't have enough time to do a second one though, but well, I think this one run is really all you need. All right, final area, Toy Box Tangled. Probably my favorite area in the game, design-wise, reference-wise. Sec. Underfloor. Let the dino play for a minute here. Been maining that plant for way too long. Yep, so there's a lot of reference here. So like here we have not Abu. Very different. Then we have this, look, it's Tiny Mario. What Mario? Like Mario versus Donkey Kong. He's like 9 pixels, but that's enough to make it look like Mario. Then we have all these like holes that, you know, kind of like Mario 2. And then, oh yeah, we have this. Microplastics. Well, I mean, I guess has been like Green Up Day recently, so pick up your microplastics, people. And also there's Yoshi. Again, like as minimalistic as it can be. Luigi. Food is the greatest invention of all time. That too. So many Luigis, jeez. This is where all the Luigis went after the year Luigi ended. Yoshi. I wonder if Nintendo's gonna bother soon this game just for these tiny cameos. As if that somehow matters. Death Ward. Chance to survive attacks and otherwise defeat you. Let's see. I mean, I think I'm not going to be dying very much. I mean, I'm at the point where enemies do a lot of damage now, so maybe I would like that. I like that a lot. Better frog. There's more groves. They're gone. Herbert's actually kind of really good now that I have like Scream Crits Domain. Okay. So this is a skill that gives buffs, specifically increases crit hit chance, and got a modifier on it. I think this is normally a utility character's skill, but it's got it rolled its attribute that makes it so that it actually is used by brawlers. Not gonna use it though, probably. Stop giving me hints for enemies I'm not gonna be facing. I don't know why it does that. I could go to the casino, which I'm probably gonna have to do because it's like almost no chest, and it's frozen outside. Frog goes gambling. Bring the child to. bring your son to casino day. Here's the slip when moving over frozen ground. Yep. And there's a Shy Guy without the mask. Now we know what it looks like without the mask confirmed. Game just keeps on giving. It's asleep. Oh. I almost hit those spikes. More microplastics. Cleaning up the toy box. It's a die! Oh. It's gone. It died. Oh. Slippery. The Sanic checkpoint. Just spelling out all these references. It's just... That's why I love this place so much. So colorful. This Peach. You can barely see her. And it's like... Alright, I'm like recording in like 720p or something, so like this is probably gonna be like super hard to tell, but that's Peach. Absolutely tiny Peach. And here's the casino. Go, my child. Welcome to the Toy Box Casino. Oh. All this guy does is betting on red. Does he even understand the game? Anna. Yep, what do you have to say? It's the blue slot machine is... Oh, really? Spend 15 buttons to play a game with the slot machine. Yeah. Nothing. Try it again. Nothing at all. Yeah, don't there's better things to spend your money on. Don't go to casinos. Don't bring your children to casinos either. Or get them to like those casino apps. That's just usually a bad idea. Right? Present. Free experience. What do I do? Exit. Back down here. Right by the casino. Placed in such a way that you really want to go there, huh? Yep. Foggy up here. We're gonna go down to go to the store, but that'd be a terrible idea because I spent all my money on rubbish. So I'm gonna just head up. Another foggy floor. It's a thing. Struck with lightning many times. Zip zap soup. Ghost. Plastics. I love me some microplastics. Oh. Hold on. Can I? Yeah, escape to pause. Okay. Give me a quick sec. I gotta go use the toiletries. I am back from the toiletries. The way I say that makes it sound like I'm saying toilet trees. Toilet trees. That's a terrible image. Anyway, back to it. Walking in circles. This is what fog used to mean in real life. I just can't even see in front of my own face. Looks like I have to. Oh, enemies. Got them all. All the enemies are gone. Secret string. I'm just getting double amount of fire. That's really not a good time to. Secret mine for all the badges. Yeah, I wonder why. Oops, stepped on the trap. I can take this camp floor now, or divert and go very likely for chest. I'm gonna divert and do this now. One more room and there'll be time for the last boss of this run. Okay, not strictly the last boss, but it's where I'm gonna end it on. Sudden death. More damage, but also take more damage. Maybe I can live with the boss. I don't know. Oh, can't move up there. down. Dead end. Move it back, move it back. Frog have a turn. Reviver Seed. Oh, actual Reviver Seed this time. No fakes. Got him. All the floors forward. Yeah, another thing of microplastics. I love. I mean, they're exclusive to this floor and all, but man, they're so common. Pink one. Dodge all spikes. Don't mind if I do. Be hard. Look at that. Don't even have to do anything. Oh, now I do. Here. Very few spots left. Oh! God Gamer. Finish. Experience. Bean. Bumpy Tackle. And I don't think I want that Bumpy Tackle, though. Oh my God. Someday Frog will recover a big secret. Maybe. Maybe not tonight, though, because we're gonna end things off very soon. Buy even more stickers. More Among Us. Have I found the Among Us? Well, it's enemy. Please defeat the enemy, only the enemy that puts the key bubble on one dungeon floor. Well, I mean, you're way too late. You could have flown the boss left. Wish. Well, that's the only one I can get. So, stickers. 2 more. Oh, let's get a little crit. Sun Death. Sun Death. You know, instead of Make a Wish, I'm just gonna re-equip Shelp. Alright, this is the final loadout. Shelp, Axel, Nana, Cool Tackle, everyone is Cookie, Bead Cat, can't equip it, Safe Mode, Power Tackle, Indy, Sudden Death. This seems like a really broken build. And it's about to get even more nutty when I, Red Bean. Give the... I want to give the Red Bean. Keep Red Bean. Ooh, Quack. Quack. Give Chunky Plant Trials too. So yeah, I take his damage over time, but I get lots of power, more crit chance, and then high gear. So yeah, that can put it up, and Quack can get some get himself an energy drink, and Herpert can get some microplastics. Slow movement for 2 floors. Big rip. Last level ups. Power. Health. For hit damage. Damage. Generation. It's just whatever. It's just whatever at this point. Alright. Yep, there's that dinosaur again. We'll get a chance to ride him next time. Alright. Okay, Chunky Plant, let's go to town. Alright, so I guess to cap off all the Nintendo references here, so this is a pretty big one to Paper Mario. Attention, attention, all toy units. This is Baron Von Bully speaking. Since we have a intruder on our beloved toy box. Fear not, I, the great Baron von Bully, will take care of that threat. Prepare for battle. Yep, gotta take out this guy. Need to knock him off the train with the... Need to take him out from the train with one of these. That, and now... Die. Absolutely pwned. Now. And chunky plants are gonna keep. Oh. Okay. That's Morse code. Yep, so when you finally run out of all the rooms in a run, you get transported here. The Gear Shrine. And if you're playing the game for the first time, your run would get cut off pretty early for like tutorial purposes. But like as you go on, you unlock more areas and you like unlock more content, and it allows you to do more stuff with the Gear Shrine. These trophy stuff is there. What is this all about? It actually belongs to Queen Bibbin, victorious in a Kickstarter tournament. Placeholder message. That belongs to Ducky. Kickstarter tournament. We're to be kind to each other. Kickstarter stuff. The placeholder. Between honor. Right, so on the Gear Shrine, you can do one of 3 things that need each kind of be unlocked. You can go down here to access one final set of lures, like the hardest enemies of the game. That one, yeah, you have to do after clearing out all these other worlds first in a casual playthrough. Series of runs, more like. Come over here. You can interact with this upside down clock to start kind of reset the run, like start back in a new version of all the worlds you played before, but harder. If you want to get an even higher score, I guess. You are being scored in the end. Or if you come to the right, something you'll be able to do at the start. Interact with this clock and end the run. Getting pressed for time, and I want to, like I said before, I want to leave some things a mystery until you guys want to take interest in this game. So, for tonight, we're gonna end this timeline here. And that's Paper Animal Adventure, more or less. Pretty fun game. An hour and a half of that runtime. That's pretty slow for my standards. Score though. You can see all the score stuff here. All the things I've done. Level stats. Chunky plant, no level available. Oh, I can't keep them. Why? The stickers of a gun and all the items. And now we can go back to the main menu and check up on some other stuff. So check up on some card packs. Some gotcha mind game, you know. These cards don't do anything. They're just there to look nice. But we'll just look through them and see what they have. Beanbot. That has a character that could have shown up in the plains, but never did. Odd Ocean. This relates to a different world that we've never been to. Wood Dapper. Tiny Caves. This one we have been to. Smoggy. Boogie, I mean. Spoogie. Boost. Hero Pack. Level character we never got to. Another Odd Ocean. Monstrosity. And another plant. Chunky plant. Packs and new collections here. Oh, it looks like they changed up the art system a bit. Like, the last time I checked, there was like a lot more packs. Oh, okay, that's a bit of an error right here. These both say flat planes, but they're not the same thing. Devs, if you ever come across this stream, do know that that's something that it's just a quick text change. It shouldn't be too bad. There used to be a lot more packs, but is there another page, or is that it? Oh, I guess they just changed up how cards work. Alright. Oh, I guess I lost all the cards I had before. No big deal. And then you go to achievements, and suddenly Smash Brothers. Yeah, so there's like challenges for everything. All the green stuff you see are like just like all the green challenges don't unlock anything, but all the red ones have content. This one, Quick Claw, a new trader. There's a whole ton of things here. What do they all do? What they all are? Well, play the dang game. You'll know eventually. Alright, so I think that's gonna be it for tonight's stream. Seems a bit unfortunate that might have been alone for this journey, but who knows? Maybe some other people will come across this in the future and they can see what this game's all about. But whether you're here or not, it'll be here soon enough. I'm Solaro7, and I'm logging off for the night for a good nights of slumber. Maybe. Potentially. Take care.